students, welcome to this virtual class of teaching learning. I hope you are staying well at home. Today I am going to teach English language for standard 5 chapter 1, that is a sentence. As you can see on the board, I have written a few group of words. As I read, just to hear that does it make any sense. First one is milk, gives, give, cows, fly, birds, the, in, air, well, very, writes, sheep. It doesn't give any sense because these words are jumbled. But if the same group of words, I arrange it in a proper order, that is going to give a complete sense. For example, the first one, like cows, give milk. Second one, birds fly in the air. Birds fly in the air. And last one is she writes very well. She writes very well. In all these three cases, now when I read these sentences, you are getting a clear meaning of what I have written. Okay? These are called, when a group of words arranged in proper order and that gives a complete sense, is called a sentence. So today in this class, we are going to discuss about what is a sentence and what are its different kinds. Now if you are asked to define what is a sentence, a complete definition of a sentence is that a sentence always starts with the capital letter, gives a complete sense and ends with either full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. I repeat, a sentence always starts with a capital letter, gives a complete sense or complete meaning and ends with either full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. So this is called a sentence. But a sentence is different from phrase. Okay? It also has a phrase, also has a group of words. It is also called a phrase, but it never gives a complete sense. Okay? For example, in the same sentences that I have written here, if I just write give milk, fly in the air, very well, these are also phrases, but it's not giving a complete sense. Okay? Either sometimes the subject is missing, the verb is missing, or sometimes both are missing, but still it is called a phrase. Okay? So few more examples of phrase we can see here is like in a corner, at 10 o'clock, like under the table, behind the tree. These are all group of words. A book. These are all group of words, but none of group of words giving complete sense. That's called a phrase. So I can define phrase as a group of words that gives an incomplete sense, neither starts with a capital letter nor ends with any punctuation mark like full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. Okay? So a phrase is a phrase gives incomplete sense. Doesn't give any complete meaning. So this is all about a sentence, a difference between a sentence and a phrase. Now in the second part, we will see that there are different kinds of sentences. There are basically 4 different kinds of sentences. First one is assertive or declarative. Second is interrogative. third is imperative, and last is exclamatory. So one by one we will discuss about these sentences. First one is assertive or declarative. Now what is an assertive or declarative sentence? A sentence that gives information about something or someone is called an assertive sentence. Or in simple language you can say that it is a statement form of a sentence. Okay, saying something, declaring something about someone or something. Such type of sentences comes under assertive or declarative sentence. Okay, I will make it more clear by giving you examples like the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east is just a simple statement. Okay, something is said about the sun, that it rises in the east. It has got a subject as well as the predicate. You can see there's more of subject and predicate. We will discuss in the next chapter that we have. Now, then honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. My father bought a new car. My father bought a new car. I like going to school every day. My mother cooks delicious food. These are all statements made or information that is given for something or someone. So these system of sentences comes under assertive. It starts with a capital letter, gives the full meaning, ends with the full stop. All the assertive sentences or declarative sentences ends with the full stop. Now the second type of sentence is interrogative sentence. Second is interrogative. Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence are system of sentence that asks a question. That asks a question. Okay? It always asks a question, starts with a capital letter and always ends with a question mark, not full stop. Interrogative sentence always ends with a question mark. It always uses the words like when, how, where, why. Okay? It also uses the helping verbs like do, did, does, have, had, then can, could, will, shall. So few examples also we can see in this regard, that what are the interrogative sentences like what is your name? What is your name? You can see that it starts with a capital letter, gives the meaning and ends with the question mark. Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework? Question mark. Again, have you bought a tiffin? Have you brought your tiffin? Question mark. So these are all interrogative sentences starting with the capital letter, gives the full meaning, ends with the question mark. Okay. Now we move to the next one, that is imperative sentences. The third one is imperative. Imperative sentence. Now, imperative sentence are such type of sentences that expresses request, polite request, or you can say order or command, advice or suggestion. Such type of sentences, all such type of sentences comes under imperative sentences. Okay, like advise, order, command, okay, request. All such type of sentences comes under imperative sentences. For example, stand up. Now stand up, don't think that it is two words are here, so it is a phrase. It's wrong. It's a complete sense. Here the subject you is missing. It's understood that as an order, it's given to someone. Okay, you is hidden here, the subject you is hidden, but it's a complete sentence. Okay, starts with a capital letter, ends with a full stop. For example, be quick, be diligent. So these are all two words in a sentence, but it's giving a complete meaning. Okay, so it's a command, it's an order. More example, we can see that don't make a noise. Don't make a noise. Most of the time you can hear teachers saying in the class, don't make a noise. Okay, mind your own business. Most of the time these are all commands, imperative sentences. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. Then these are all a command. Request, may I have a glass of water? Or may I come in? May I come in? Please is a polite request. And since I'm taking permission, I have to put question mark here. It's not a simple statement. I have to put question mark because I'm taking permission. But it is imperative sentence, a polite request made. Now, take care of your health. Take care of your health. Now this is what? This is an advice or suggestion. Okay, take care of your health. Again, it will come under imperative sentence. Like write legibly. Most of the time teacher keeps saying write legibly. These are all imperative sentences. Now the last one is exclamatory sentence. Now, last fourth one is exclamatory. Exclamatory sentence. Now what is the exclamatory sentence? Exclamatory sentences are such sentences that express some sudden strong feeling. Okay? Some sudden strong feeling, sudden or strong feeling. Such sentences comes under exclamatory sentence. For example, like what a pleasant weather. In surprise, I'm saying what a pleasant weather. Exclamatory sentence always starts with a capital letter, but it ends with the exclamation mark, and this is the exclamation mark, one line and a dot. All the exclamatory sentence starts with the ends with the exclamation mark. Okay, like what a pleasant, what a brand new car, what a pretty dress, what a big house, how nicely she sings, or how well she sings, how well she sings. These are all in surprise. Okay. Now sometimes you will see that in exclamatory sentences you will find some exclamatory words also used. The exclamatory words are like wow, hush, alas, bravo, okay, hi, hello. These are all greetings we generally use to express our happiness or greetings to other. In that case, when we are using these exclamatory words, just after that we put exclamation mark like, wow, what a lovely dress. What a lovely dress. And here we don't put again exclamation mark, just we'll put full stop. Oh, again, oh is also exclamatory word. So just after oh, we'll put exclamation mark. Oh, she got hurt. Full stop. Mean to say that when we are using exclamatory word, just after the exclamatory word we put exclamation mark and then we put the rest of the sentences. Okay? Otherwise, if there is no exclamatory word, when we end the sentence we put a exclamation mark. So this is all that we have come to end of this chapter. This is all that we see in this chapter, the sentence and kinds of sentences. Now it's very important, children, to learn by heart these spellings, because spellings in this bit tough and you have to write. You don't give oral exams or testing exams, you have to write. So please do learn the spellings, okay, like interrogative, exclamatory, imperative, assertive, phrases. These are some of the spellings that you may make mistake while writing. So please learn by heart the spelling, and just this all we have in this video. Thank you for watching.